I just want to give you a report on our NREA annual meeting that we had 3 weeks ago. I appreciated those of you that attended that, and I'm grateful for Becky, who was on the committee that helped put that together with Clay Finch and the other representatives from the organizations. I thought one of the key parts of that meeting was we had all of our representatives from all of our federal legislators there, and then we had many of our representatives from the state legislature there. And it gave us a good opportunity for us to let them know what issues were important to us. And I thought we had some really good discussion, especially with the state guys. The federal representatives, I had one of them talk to me afterwards that they became aware of some real issues I think that will be very important to help us going forward. So I thought it was fruitful, and appreciated those of you that were able to go. We also had a briefing from our lobbyist, Jim Wadhams, who represents the NREA. He gave us an update on his efforts and what he is finding that are going to be issues going into the next legislature. So we're working on those together with NREA to be prepared for that. Just wanted to bring your attention that the NRECA annual meeting will be coming up in Nashville, Tennessee next year. It's scheduled from February 27th through May 3rd. The first 4 days, Thursday through Sunday, are director training. So if you need to complete some training or need some additional training, those classes will be available at that time. And then, those are scheduled, like I say, Thursday through Sunday, so they're on the weekends, so that if it's more convenient for you to even go just a couple of days over the weekend, that's available. And then on Monday, they have their annual meeting and the expo and the other things that go along with that. So if you'll check your schedules, we'll talk more about that next time, and we'll see if Becky needs to start making some preparations for that. That's all that I have for my report, unless you have any questions for me. If not, we'll go ahead and go to Melissa with the financial report.
Okay, you'll see on line number 1, the operating revenue for September was $3,516,000. The cost of purchased power on line number 3 is $2,029,000, contributing to our total cost of electric service on line number 20 of $2,870,000, giving us a margin for the month of $725,483. You can see on column B, our margin for the year is at $2,416,000. Here we have our balance sheet. Line number 3 is our total utility plant at $99,559,000. Our net utility plant is at $75,525,000, contributing to our total assets and other debits of $92,211,000. Our total margins and equity on the liability side is at $34,175,000. The equities as a percentage of our assets is now at 37.06%. And that is, again, on our total liabilities, the $92,211,000. Here we have a breakdown of our cash. I have a closer version that's easier to see. Our cash balance as of September 30th was $6,427,000. That's a decrease from last month of $881,000. From that money, we have liabilities for customer deposits, work order deposits, construction done, and refunds to the state, giving us a total available cash of $6,343,000. In September, we received 27 connect fees for $43,142. You can see a representation of our electric accounts receivable for September, and we currently have 100 arrangements for $19,559. Here's a breakdown of our long-term debt. We have a quarterly payment that will be due to CFC on December 31st, and that will be paid in full and on time. At the bottom, you can see a breakdown of our bonds, and we have a payment that is due on December 31st for them as well, and that also will be paid in full and on time. As of September 30th, we had 14,262 customers. Here is a breakdown of our revenue by customer class. It's a little bit easier to see. If you look at the bottom of the page, you can see that our monthly cost for September was 6.8 cents. Our monthly revenue was at 9.9 cents, and our 2013 average cost is at 5.9 cents. Here we have a graphical representation of our margins, and we'll continue to follow that throughout the year. And that's it for my presentation.
That brings us to item G, review and refer the monthly expenditures to future audit. Looking for a motion to do so.
I'll make that motion.
Have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
Have a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Hearing none, motion carries. At this point, I would like to go back to the attorney's report, if there's anything from the attorney.
There's not much. We continue to get updates on the Nevada Energy merger. We see that I review the filings and such like that. Nevada Energy, NV Energy provided filing that was required of them from August. But at this point, there's been no decision, no final decision made as to a change in the rate structure as we discussed. So unless there's questions, that's all I have.
Any questions? Hearing none, we'll move back.